Welcome to Consulting Conversations with Kris and Katie. Today we are talking about how to know when to say no. And while that sounds very vague, it's actually something that comes up quite a bit when you're starting and running a consulting business. So Kris, what is it that we are saying no to or trying to figure out if we should?
Exactly. So as your own business person, as a consultant, as somebody who's seen as an expert in something, you will have people approach you. Hopefully you have clients approach you with work that you could do together. You may have people ask you to speak or to contribute to a blog or to do something with a nonprofit organization. You also may have people who come and want to partner with you, right? Like to pull you into an engagement or to work with you or to see if you'd like to work with them. So opportunities come, right? And we want those opportunities. That's the lifeblood. But every once in a while, there's those ones where even though you want those opportunities, they just don't sit very well. Like you're just a little, yeah, I don't even know how to put words around it, but they don't feel good. And Katie, I know you've had them, I've had them for sure. When you get to those offers, right, those opportunities that on the surface sound good, but you just don't automatically say, yeah, this is it, an unqualified yes. When you're not sure about what to do, what do you do?
Yeah, so there's something I do, I know you do, and that we would recommend. And that kind of first step is to use your head. So be open, be curious, and have good conversations with whoever it is that's presenting this opportunity that will allow you to know what this opportunity would really mean for you, what you'd be committing to by doing this, and then what that would mean for this person, you know, what they're getting, what they're committing, and what they're kind of bringing to the table with this. And so by having these conversations, by using your head, doing research, maybe talking to somebody else who's like had an interaction with this person or with this client, that will help you just get a better sense of the situation overall. And by doing so, you might start to better understand what some of those red flags are that are making you just feel like something's not quite right, or that are kind of just putting you on edge in terms of you're not having like an unequivocal yes, like something's still holding you back from saying yes. And by thinking through it, you might better understand what that is. But even so, you could still go through this process of exploration and research, have all the facts, and still your head says yes, but something holding you back. So what do people do when they've reached that point in a situation like this?
Yeah, this is where I go back to trust your gut. So you've used your head, now trust your gut. And typically your body doesn't lie. There's something there that you're picking up that is askew, that isn't quite right, that doesn't feel copacetic, right? And so I would always caution people to pay attention. Every time I override my body, every time I don't follow my gut, I usually end up in a pickle, right? I end up in a place where I go, I knew that, and I still said yes. So you use your head, you trust your gut. If your gut's saying no, and it's an unequivocal no, then say no. However, I would say to you, the other thing you can do is, because you still might, your gut still may be a little iffy, is don't box yourself into a yes, no. So it may be you've done all the research, you still see there are opportunities there, you're not quite 100% settled on it, but you can't really put your finger on why. You're still in that iffiness, right? Like you're not sure if you, it's not a definite no, it's not an unequivocal yes, is see if there's some middle ground, see if there's some way to explore, experiment, have another conversation, do a little project instead of a big project. Mm-hmm. So perhaps there's a way to test on a little bit bigger level whether this will work or not, with a nice exit strategy if it doesn't, and also the opportunity to commit more fully if it doesn't. Because at the end of the day, what you and I both want for our clients is for us to come into that project with an absolute positively yes. Mm-hmm. We want to do this work. We want to do this work for you. We want to show up in the best way we can. And when you're in that place where you can't give that yes nor the no, is explore a little bit and try to find a way to get to that either strong yes or strong no.
Exactly. And so first of all, we hope that this conversation has helped you better think about what happens when you run into an opportunity like this. And Kris and I also know that there are many different places that you will want more support when you are either starting your consulting business or running your consulting business. And so what we've done is put together some free and paid resources for you so that when you run into these spots that you want more support, we can be there to help you.